Hi everyone, this is Deborah with Hello My Garden, and we are here for our weekly update of our permaculture edge area. I do want to keep this a little more brief today because I want to focus on something at the end that's not related to our permaculture edge. But here we go. We have approached what appears to be dry season here, and so if you're out there, I would ask that you please wish for a little bit of rain for us. We are in a city limit, so our water bill can be very high. And I did water a lot out here, but it didn't make a good bit of difference. I watered yesterday, so really need the rain right now. I cannot mulch to increase moisture retention, unfortunately, because that encourages voles, and voles are one of our big challenges here on this piece of property. So soil quality here is poor, and we're working with that, but it's a slow process. But anyway, so here we go. We have chrysanthemums and comfrey, and again I find that the comfrey does not like our full southern sun here, and I suspect that for it to do well, at least we would probably have to increase the moisture on it, and probably definitely a lot better soil. But I find that here it likes a little bit of shade a little bit more. So hyssop over there. This is cardinal flower, and it is a marshy plant, so it actually, I think, is doing pretty good considering the lack of moisture. Milkweed, developing more and more of the pods for seed. But we do have a little bit more flower coming, which is nice to see. And there is a little one of our, was it a milkweed insect? Again, we don't use any pesticides, so he's welcome to stay there. And here's our Rose Sharon. And here is our mason bee house, and let's see if there's any increased occupancy. I don't think so. I think it's still 1, 2, 3, 4 holes. That might be there's a little buggy in there, so I guess he's doing something. So, and there's one that's partially filled. There's a few that that have a little bit of occupancy, but not full yet. I hope that increases, but it's still hopeful. We just raised it not too long ago, a few weeks ago. Again, comfrey, not looking great. Bee balm, could do with some water. Our thyme is looking okay, but I did water that yesterday. Mulberry looking good. Fennel rough. And chicory looking good. I did water that again yesterday. That one is looking good. The one over here is been more attacked by the deer or the rabbits. And so I'm going to have to cover that or move it. And I'd rather just cover it with something, not sure. There's a squash there that's a volunteer. I'm going to move that into the actual garden area because there's not sufficient soil quality for it to do well. And we've got echinacea. It is looking rough. I did water it yesterday. I do not see, there's one of our little pollinator buddies. I do not, knock on wood, I don't see any more of the aster yellow greening of the flowers. So hopefully I removed what was necessary. And we got a teddy bear sunflower, we have passion flower, bee balm, and some yarrow. And that is our white snowball blackberry that I had just moved over here. What is it, last week before, not sure. It seems to be adapting to the place where we planted it, and so I'm looking forward to getting some white blackberries. And it might even be interesting if it hybridized with some of the other ones later on in coming years, and see what will happen with that. Sunflower. We're gonna go quick over this, go to our kiwis. Okay, so kiwis, this one's hanging on. And we are watering the kiwis, maybe, again, not enough because the water bill is quite high, and this soil quality, again, not good. So more kiwis, they're doing okay, they're doing okay. This is, what is this? Getting a brain blank right now. Something spinach. Anyway, we'll move on. This is the kiwi that was doing the best and it's looking the most rough here. So I don't know if it's getting attacked by a vole or if it's just heat or if it really just needs more water. I'm going to give it a little extra TLC with some more water today, and hopefully that'll perk it up a little bit. Okay, so that is a quick update of our permaculture edge, and I wanted to talk a little bit about one of our raised beds here today. This is cucumbers, and cucumbers don't do that fantastic here in the south for too long because of the humidity and the heat. And so, but it's had a good run with us. And you can see there's still a cucumber right there. But I did want to tell you, don't ever plant cucumbers where you had stinging nettle unless you've really completely removed that stinging nettle, because it's all come back up. And harvesting these cucumbers is quite a painful experience. So, I also wanted to talk a little bit about the fact that there's so many cucumber plants in here. These seeds were all 2005 and 2015 and 2016 seeds. So I really didn't think they were going to come up. So I just threw all the seeds in there, and a lot of them came up. And I did not store these seeds in a good environment. It was warm. I kept the house pretty much at 80. I didn't do anything special to keep them in a good long-term storage situation. So don't give up on your seeds just because they're old, because they apparently did all come up and we got a lot of nice cucumbers from them. And let's see, one more little thing is our volunteer blackberry right here. So either the birds have helped us or something, but we have a number of volunteer blackberries that are coming up, and we're going to have to move it out of this bed, but it is doing fantastic in this bed. And we actually have another volunteer in this bed, and they're just coming up everywhere. So if you plant blackberries here in the south, you will probably get volunteers coming up all sorts of places. This is actually a little dragon well that came back after a while too, and that's an herb. So that is our update for this week, and I'm so appreciative of you joining us today, and hopefully we will see you back next week. Have a great gardening week. Thank you so much.